Boker Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. We're looking at the mitzvah of Shiluch HaKen, of sending away the mother bird. Yesterday we saw the Rambam, who makes it very clear that absolutely he believes that the purpose of this mitzvah is about rachamim. Animals feel pain, emotional pain, not just physical pain, and the Torah is concerned about that. And that's why we have a number of different mitzvot which direct themselves to that. God cares not only about the tsa'ar of humans, the anguish of humans, but the anguish of animals, and that includes the emotional anguish which he believes they do have. Let's take a look at the Ramban here to close up our topic. Says the Ramban. Hold on a second. I need to find the spot. We're going to take a pause for a moment till I find the right spot in the Ramban. Hold on. Pause. Found the Ramban part that I was interested in. I actually just read it from English here. He says the following. When that statement was made in the Gemara, it means to say that it's not a matter of God's mercy extending to the bird's nest or the dam and its young. Right, sorry. Since his mercies did not extend so far into animal life as to prevent us from accomplishing our needs with them, for if so, he would have forbidden slaughter altogether. If God really is concerned about the anguish of animals, then he wouldn't have allowed us to eat them. So he obviously allows us to eat them, and it's not fully that there's at least some point where God says, I don't concern myself now with the anguish. But the reason for the prohibition against taking the dam with its nest, or against killing the dam with its young in one day, that dam must be that fancy English word for the mom bird, is to teach us, listen carefully, is to teach us the trait of compassion, and that we should not be cruel. For cruelty proliferates in man's soul, as shown with the butchers who slaughter animals, and that is a really interesting point. In effect, he's saying, I'll get this out of the way now, that it's not so much that when God says you may not kill mother and child together, it's because God's mercies extend there. Of course God's mercies extend. It's more about teaching us traits. God created this mitzvah so that we should develop in ourselves capacities of mercy. So when you offer this prayer, you've missed the point. God, bottom line, the reason why we can't slaughter the mother bird take the mother bird with the babies is because you're merciful to them. No, it's about because you want us to develop the trait of mercy. So for that reason, we're not supposed to pray that way. That's a really important Ramban. He speaks more broadly about the purpose of all mitzvot. He goes on to describe that they're there to affect us, to better us, to forge a more moral and spiritually aware creature and soul in us. And that's the purpose of mitzvot. It's not about just a bunch of rules. Not at all. It's about, indeed, what we develop into. When we perform mitzvot, we should spend time thinking about what does it want from me? What can it create in me? Every mitzvah we do, we should think in those terms. That is a really important takeaway, and I hope that this week of learning about the bird's nest has been one which has enriched you in all the different levels, up until and especially through this Ramban. Have a great day.